Sounds good to me.
Morning guys, it's Martin from the Last Lick Brewery, and today I am putting in the black IPA into the fridge. Plan is to have it Sunday. Got a 10k run in the morning, and after the 10k I've got a sourdough pizza ordered with what was it, chicken pesto and something else, pine nuts maybe. Which sounds awesome, and I thought beer will go down really nicely. So yeah, I can't wait to give it a go. In terms of everything else, that's it at the moment. I've not really got a lot brewing up, but yeah, you can see the beer at the back. And I picked this up the other day, right? And it's from Brewdog, which, to be honest, I love Brewdog, and I think some of their beers are cracking. Quite like this one, but yeah, I picked it up in Auckland the other day, and yeah, as you can see, it's looks like a normal bottle of beer. Apart from when I checked the date, I was like, oh man, best before April the 25th, 2014. It's now June the 3rd, 2015. So it's only a little out of date. Guess it's probably just not going to be that fresh. Oh well. Confession time. I drank the beer last night. We'd had a hard day at work, and it's not even my last day of work. Today's my last day of work, but hey. So I drank it. I've had to replace it, and oh well. I also picked up a couple other bottles recently. Got this sourdough from Bottle Beer Company back in the UK. Sorry about that. That's really, really odd. The GoPro was saying SD error, which probably is not a good sign, but seems to be letting me record again. But yeah, this is this sourdough one's fermented with Brett, and then they've used sourdough culture in barrels, oak barrels afterwards. So I've had it before, but not had it for a long time. So it's a sour beer, which I'm looking forward to giving it a bash. And then I won this in a competition. It's Hallertau Resurgence Strong Pale Ale, and apparently it's hopped. Well, I'm guessing on the website it says it's hopped with a pineapple and something pineapple-y and limey, which I googled, and pineapple and lime hop New Zealand, and discovered it's Kahato. I might be saying that wrong. I probably am. And a few other people reviewing the hop in particular said that it could taste like sweaty pineapple pants. So I'm looking forward to giving that a go, I think. One other thing. Yesterday night, about 3 a.m, we had a mystery person decide to climb onto our roof and put his foot through the plastic roof, which is, it's brilliant. Slept really well after that. We called the police, and they said, yeah, it's alright. It's just somebody running away from the police. We were like, oh, okay, great. Thanks. It's good to know. Needless to say, we stayed up and watched a couple of episodes of Mad Men after that, and didn't get back to bed. Well, I got back to bed for about an hour, and got up for work. Woohoo! Right, all done. Time for a beer. Time has come. Just to sort of fill you in if you haven't seen the other videos. It's a black IPA. It's hops were Citra and Simcoe. Simcoe was 15 grams for the boil for the full 60 minutes, and then I did a hop stand at Flame Out with what was it, 85 grams of Simcoe, so the rest of the 100 grams, and then a what was it, 40 grams I think of Citra. And that just sort of sat there, and that was for 30 minutes. Then I cooled it all down, chucked it in the fermenter, sort of fermented away for about 5 days, and then dry hopped with another 50 grams of Citra and Simcoe as well. And that dry hopped that for 3 days, racked it off to secondary for a day, and then bottled. So it's been sitting there for a couple of weeks now. And as I said the other day, I've had one now, and so this is the second bottle. There's not a huge amount of hiss, which I did worry about. It did worry me. I felt maybe it wasn't carbonated, but it goes. So it's pretty crystal clear. It's pouring quite nicely, which I'm really pleased about, because the last one was so hazy, and considering the amount of hops that went into it, it's you'd expect it to be a lot hoppier. But the smell is literally just as it was when it went into the fermenter, because I think just the dry hop really gave it another boost. But it's it's pretty crazy. It's certainly got a really good aroma to it. Decent sort of head. Didn't stay around for particularly long the other day, but you can see it's also it's not brown. Well, it is brown. It's very dark brown, but it almost looks black. So I'm really happy with that, to be honest. It's what I was hoping for, I think. Sort of slight sort of tan cream colour head. But I'm going to give it another taste. Cheers. Yeah, you get a real sort of, it's just, the hops just hit you instantly. It's got quite a sort of chocolatey taste. There was a huge amount of chocolate malt that went into it. It's nice to see that coming through in the finished beer. It's like, you can tell it's malty as well, and it's quite nicely balanced. Probably a little bit to the hoppy side in terms of, but I mean, for bittering, it should be, I think it was worked out about 73 IBUs, so it should be quite bitter, but it's not coming through, I think, because of the Simcoe. It's got low cumulihone, possibly, and that has given it a soft bittering, which is what I was sort of hoping for, to let the sort of the flavour of the hops come through more. You almost get like a smokiness as well, which I found on the first one that I've had. This isn't as pronounced, but maybe that's to do with what I've just eaten as well. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. But yeah, the glass is back as per usual. Hops are slightly sort of citrusy. I think the Simcoe, because there's more in there, it's probably taken over, so it's more sort of piney and resiny sort of. It's got a slight sort of chewiness to it. I'm really happy with it, to be honest. But yeah, it's I can't complain. It's delicious. So to be honest, a lot better than the first. That's all I can say. It's not too sweet, thanks to the Clara Munich. think there's not a huge amount else for me to go, but I don't know if you can see the colour. Don't know if that's showing up. But alright, bottoms up.